eyes looking at you. You're thinking that you stepped off the cover of a magazine, but girl, I know what you're up to. Like a black widow spider spinning her web, I know how the story ends. I feel once in over my heart, and I ain't falling again. No, I'm not falling, I'm not falling.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social, and the crowd goes wild. Yeah, look at this place packed in here this morning. Good morning, everybody. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall. Dangerous Dave has bought a new house, and he's moving this morning. I don't know where everybody else is, but the producer, Captain Kurt's here, Fast Eddie's here, and Mike's here, and I'm here, and more importantly, y'all are here, and that's what's important. So to start the day out on a bad note, and then from here we can go straight up. I heard this morning that Charlene, that Dave's wife, Charlene, I heard that her dad passed away this morning, and I saw it on Facebook. I think Sandy was texting back with her. So keep those guys in your prayers if you can. All right. And welcome to the show. Remember that the show, everybody, especially now that I got no one to bounce off of, the show's all about questions from you all. So anything goes except, of course, politics and religion. But anything else goes, so raise your little hand. Also, we take questions for wherever you may be watching out there in La La Land. And if you don't do that, I'm going to just read stuff off of this all day long, and that'll be a bit boring. But anyway, great show last week. I was really impressed with Arnold Davidson. I don't know if you guys were here for that show. I talked to him after the show. I toured with Hank Jr. for almost 2 years. It was our band, Sawyer Brown, the Kentucky Headhunters, and Hank Jr. And I toured with him off and on. We did that for about 2 years. Hank was always a nice guy. He was really good friends with our bus driver. Our old bus driver used to drive for Ernest Tubb. Of course, Ernest Tubb and Hank Sr. were friends, and so he kind of knew Hank Jr. as a baby and all that. So Hank was on our bus a lot of times, just talking with our bus driver. But Arnold could hold his head high, because if Hank would have heard him, he'd have been proud, because I thought he did an awesome job, and I was surprised how much he sounded like Hank Jr., or I hope Hank Jr. is not listening, or maybe even sang better than him. So that was an awesome show, a lot of fun. Of course, George was here doing the Hank Sr. show, always a lot of fun. So was anybody here? Did y'all have some folks here? Did y'all enjoy the show? Yeah, it was good, right? Yeah, I thought it was good. I had a lot of fun. Of course, George being the hilarious guy that he is. Anyway, moving along, this weekend, we're it, man. We are done after this weekend. Everybody is packing up and heading to places unknown. I don't know where, but I'm excited about, we got a question over there, Mike. I'm excited about our time off. I think everybody, including staff, management, crew. I even said to Roger and Heather, I said, are you guys going to take some time off? I mean, just take at least a week and do nothing or go somewhere and do something because we've been really, really busy. Yes, sir. Good morning. Your name and where you're from?
Wayne from Ohio.
Hi, Wayne.
Good. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville
Yep.
does a backstage tour, and I've done that several times. Have you thought about doing anything like that here?
Yeah, but there's nothing backstage here.
Okay. I didn't know what that
There's a wall back there about that. You know what we are thinking of doing? I talked to George about doing this, is doing a backstage, a little segment behind the scenes or backstage at the Orange Blossom Opry. There's not really much back there. There's a big long table that's, I don't know how many seats long, that everybody sits at and eats. Everybody has their own little dressing room. Then there's an aisle that goes to the back. There's a star dressing room for all the people that come in. There's another dressing room in the back. So the tour of the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville is pretty interesting, first of all, because it's huge. But you could take the tour of the backstage of this place in 1 second or 5. Walk back there and see everything in one, like there is. So it's not really a lot of space back there.
You know what? For a small price of $500,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
give you a tour of the backstage.
Yeah, there you go. If you talk to Captain Kurt back there and then offer him a little cash, he'll take you on a backstage tour. But there's really not much going on back there. Just mostly play. Now, when I first came here, I wish you could have seen that from where it is now, because when I first came here, that was kind of old couches and beat up carpet and all that stuff. It is very, very nice back there, extremely nice. Roger and Heather have fixed that place up. It's really nice, but it's not really that big. Everybody's kind of got their own little space. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Tom Griffiths, Flint, Michigan.
Hey, Flint. What's up?
Not much. Hey, my wife and I had the honor of having dinner with you and the band back there,
Oh yeah, you did.
and it was awesome.
Awesome.
I think you should do a smorgasbord.
Do a smorgasbord. Well, you could testify or attest to, whatever word you want to say, that it's beautiful back there, but it's not really a lot going on.
There's not a lot there, but it was just having dinner with you and the band was great.
All right, and were we nice? Were we polite?
Oh yeah, you were
We were
nice.
polite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Dave was a little overly nice to my wife.
Yeah, well, he'll do that now and then. But
He
awesome.
has been married 7 times.
Yeah, that's a guy who's been married 7 times. So careful with him. Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning. Bobby Rich Winter from North Hero, Vermont.
Hi, Rich.
And Vermont is in Canada, correct?
Yeah, it is right next there to Canada.
All right,
I'm
good.
almost going to go to Canada here in a couple of weeks. Going to go right to the border, but not that direction.
I've got 2 questions. When you guys are on the stage
Yes, sir.
and your right foot's moving on some device up there, a pedal,
Yes,
what's
sir.
that all about?
Well, all of the guys, mostly guitar players, we have different effects on the floor. You can make up. I don't have one around here, but you can buy devices that are computers. As a matter of fact, you'll see a lot of guys not even using amplifiers anymore because the computer they've got all this stuff on a little computer. But I'm still old school. So my old school, you buy these little boxes, and you can buy different ones that you want, and they plug in a daisy chain. You Velcro them to this pedal board, and they do different things. So yeah, you can kind of see his is up there, but it's just a bunch of boxes that you can daisy chain together, and they make your guitar do different things. There's choruses, phase. There's a million things. When I first started playing guitar, there was like one. You had a distortion thing, so it went from kind of sounding like a country guitar to sounding like an earthquake. But now there's different boxes, and I still stay that way because sometimes for fly gigs, for me it works good, and I can pull one box off and put another one. Sometimes I still play steel once in a while, so I pull certain boxes off, and they're interchangeable. And for me, I'm not very smart, so it's pretty simple. You can't mess that up. Put your box in, there's a couple of knobs on it, and away you go. And so you'll see guys punching that with their feet. Now, you'll also see Dustin Jenkins, who's a prankster, come over and stomp on your boxes in the middle of the show, and you'll go to hit your guitar thinking you're doing one thing, and then all of a sudden you have, holy crap. So, and they also changed tunings, too. So,
Dangerous has got his pedal board up there, and it's starting to look like it's on a door instead of just a board.
yeah, Dangerous
You got
is
a
up
lot.
there. And some, I don't know, some guys, for me, get carried away. I've seen guys with boards with just bunches of stuff on there. Again, my pedal board's about that big, and my devices probably are 4 or 5 that I use. A delay, different reverb, 2 different kinds of distortion sound. One's a big rock sound, one's more of a crunch sound. So a couple different things like that. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Wayne again, Ohio.
Yes, sir,
Do you
come
ever
on.
allow the public to view your practice sessions?
Well, we don't practice. So what we do is we pick out songs that we're going to learn, and those guys know the songs. Okay, this week we're going to do this. This week, Friday Night Live, if you don't have tickets for Friday Night Live, you need to come see Friday Night Live, because I'm going to do something I've never done before to try to show, here's a big word for me, the diversity of this band. So I'm going to play a couple of really, really country things. I'm going to do really kind of a blues thing, and I'm going to do a full-blown out rock thing, and all in Friday Night Live, just to show the diversity of what this band is capable of doing, because it's unbelievable what these guys can do. And you will see, if you come Saturday night, this band will be backing up Billy Buchanan, and we'll be a soul band. So I don't know what's the word I'm really looking for, but this band is capable of doing so many things. I'm going to try to highlight that a little bit on Friday night. Yes, sir.
Mike from New Jersey.
Hi, Mike.
Bobby, who's the entertainment on that cruise around Waresdale Lake?
Y'all hear that? I'm taking my wife on a cruise, a 5-day cruise, and for our vacation, we're going on a cruise on Lake Weir. So the entertainment is karaoke. Karaoke. We all love, y'all. How many people do karaoke? Raise your hands. Don't be afraid to raise your hand. Okay, raise your hand. All right. Shame on you. Okay. No, go
Bob,
ahead.
During your career, for the sake of a word, were you ever starstruck with anyone that you played with?
Yeah. Well, the first night that I knew we were going to, twice in my life I can remember, I knew we were going to be on the Kenny Rogers tour. Now, this is back when Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton were the biggest thing in the country touring. So it was a big deal. Then I'd talk to Kenny, we'd all talk to Kenny, but I knew we were going to be, it was in Tacoma, Washington, and there were 22,000 people there. And I knew, because our manager said, now look, Kenny's a real sort of guy that's going to come right back in your dressing room, charge back there. He will know your name. He will know every guy in your band's name. He's that kind of person. We all ended up becoming really, really friends with him. But the first time he came in, at that time, I don't know if I was starstruck, but I didn't know really what I was going to say. I just think, what the hell am I going to say to Kenny Rogers? And the other time was I was at an event in Atlanta with Elton John and a bunch of people, but Muhammad Ali was coming, and I knew I was going to get to talk to Muhammad Ali, and that was another time in my life. As you all know, I'm usually not at a loss for words, but what am I going to say to Muhammad Ali? So it come down the line. So those are the 2 times. I don't want to say if I was starstruck, because they're really just people, but I was pretty in awe. Muhammad Ali just, I'll say this and I'll move on. I don't even know about that. It was in a small room, maybe this size or something like that, maybe a little bit little. But it was the weirdest thing, man. It was almost like you could feel the presence of this guy when he came in the room, because it was like Muhammad Ali's in the room. I don't know if it was just everybody feeling that thing, or I don't believe in ghosts and weird stuff like that, but it was pretty cool meeting him. On Facebook, and get your questions up, because we'll keep moving along. Also, there's a few tickets left, as I can take care of business here as well, for Billy Buchanan on this Saturday night, and it's a Soul Man thing. Billy Buchanan will be our band. If you all were here for the Diana Ross show, our boys smoked it. We kicked butt, and we will become a Soul Man. We'll become a Soul Band. It'll be fun. That'll be on Saturday, this Saturday, last show of the Orange Blossom Opry. Jessica on Facebook, how many years combined experience do the musicians have? Jessica, I'm not sure what that means, but most of these guys, excuse me, most of these guys have played music all their life. Maybe some guys have had some side jobs along the way here and there. You know, if you're a musician, that's always, you got to have plan B, and plan B is working at Walmart. But for the majority, every one of these cats, Dougie, me, I can speak for Dougie, myself, Randy, Keith for sure. Every one of these guys started playing music when they were kids and have all played. I say this all the time to people that are smart asses to our band, because there are a few people who are, and it's like most of the guys in this band on this stage have been places that a lot of other people will never be. So these guys are really, really, every one of these guys are real humble and very down to earth compared to all the people that they played with, and they could be snobs if they wanted to be, but they're not. All except for Fast Eddie. Eddie, good morning.
Good morning.
Where have you been that we haven't been? Besides, you've been somewhere we haven't been. Jesus, Eddie, are you awake?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
All right, well,
I don't
never mind.
understand
Go
the
back
question.
to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that's somebody said, hey, you want Eddie to come down and co-host the show? And I said, well, Eddie doesn't say a lot. He sits up there again. But you all have been, places that you've been are cool. So anyway, that's that question. If not, we're going to move on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Friday Night Live. Thursday, we have a great show on Thursday as well, folks. It's these are our last shows here at the Orange Blossom Opry before we close. And we're going to take the whole month off. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Jersey Jean.
Hi, Joycey.
And how's Mike Peterson doing?
You know, I don't hear much about Mike. Just kind of, I don't bother him because I think I just bother him anyway in life in general. I know I pester the fire out of his wife all the time. I just kind of keep up with him through Facebook. It looks like he's getting a little better. We're in a few Facebook things together, and I see he's being a smart aleck on some of these posts again, so his sense of humor's back. And I think I'm still filling in for him over at Barb's Barn. So I don't know how long before he'll be back to work, but hopefully soon. But man, I had no idea, y'all, what a major deal that was that he went through. I just kind of thought, because Mike's, healthy and strong and a smart ass and just, great guy. And all of a sudden something like that, you think, holy mackerel. So he's doing better, he's healing, and we hope that he's back soon. Let's see, more questions. I had a question about a bike trip this year. Could you talk about Mike Price being here, and Dustin will be back this week? Yes, Dustin will be back this week. Dustin, of all things, man, is as good a singer as that guy is. He went out and played steel guitar, pedal steel. So if there's 4 guys that play pedal steel in this band, and that's a weird thing, because Keith plays real good, Dougie, of course, being the master, and I play, and Dustin plays. So he went out and played 2 shows with Gold City, which is a big gospel group. They played a couple big venues, nice venues. But I just spoke with him via text, and yes, he will be back. And those are dates that he told me about before when I hired him back. When he came back, he said, listen, I got a couple things on the books that I have to do. And I thought Mike did a great job. Mike Price is always here to fill in, does a great job. So, and also a great guy as well. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. A comment and an unrelated question.
Oh, okay.
We come
First
here.
of all, you forgot your name.
Oh, sorry. Kathy Winter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
Okay. First, we come here a lot, and we've never been disappointed. But the Carole King tribute show on Saturday was absolutely amazing.
Yep, she is
was
awesome.
Really great. Yes.
Yep. Awesome. And there's people that when we see them on the schedule coming, oh boy, they're coming back. We get really excited about it. She's one of those people. She's just I don't know how to. She's infectious with. When you're around her for just a little while, you know how there's people that you don't want to be around, and then there's people that you just want to be around because they make you feel good. That's the way she is. She's just, she's really friendly. She's going to speak. She's going to come up and hug you. She's going to talk. She's going to, she's just into everything when she's here. She's a part, she's going to talk to everybody. She's just a wonderful human being and very talented. Band was great. They were awesome, and she's always awesome. We look forward to her. She'll be back a lot. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and my question
Yep.
has to do with the Thursday night OBO Band and Friends.
Yes, ma'am.
You probably at this point are familiar with most of the performers because they've been here multiple times.
Yep.
Do you often or ever think, okay, I'll bet so-and-so can do this song. They haven't been doing it, but you just think it would be a good fit for them? And do you make that suggestion?
I do not. The people who sing on Thursday, let me say this in a nice way. I do not tell them I tell them what they can't sing. But I don't, and it's not because you can't sing it, meaning, because if I told people, well, you shouldn't sing that song, we don't do that. But if there's a song that, people have sent in crazy things, we're not going to play that. Dumb things, we're not going to play that. So we kind of, Dougie and I kind of monitor that a little bit to make sure that they stay inside the wheelhouse. I have on different times, somebody I know is going to sing a song, and I may have heard them sing it again, and I may try to nicely move them away from that. Last time you didn't do that too well. But you kind of really sing whatever you want.
We like our vacations a lot, so we don't allow the song Crazy
Yeah,
either.
there's a joke with my boss, Heather, because these girl singers, I think we played Crazy at one time almost when Neil was running, every week, because we had 10 different singers back then, and every week it was crazy. Everybody wants to sing Crazy. And I have a great Crazy story if you'd like to hear it. But I told my boss, I said, if you would give us the entire month of July off, because usually we only get 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but the whole month, I will make sure we don't play Crazy anymore. So we have a deal. So we have the whole month of July off and no Crazy. Yes, sir. Hi, Dan. Good morning.
Hey, Dan from upstate New York.
Yeah.
Couple of questions for you. The first is, have you come any closer to inviting Mike Price to be on one of your classic country Sundays?
He's scheduled because that's kind of his wheelhouse. He's scheduled, I don't remember when, but in my little black book, he's scheduled for as a guest. Mike Price will be a guest on our classic country show.
Excellent.
It's sometime in, I don't remember, August or September. We're going to be doing classic country, everybody, on Sunday afternoons now. Twice a month at 2:30 on Sunday afternoons. So get the word out there, and it's old stuff, man.
The other question is,
Yes, sir?
is obscure. Have you ever crossed paths with Clive Davis?
Yeah. Clive Davis passed away the other day. Clive was his name, was probably one of the biggest music, personalities, whatever. He started record companies. Clive Davis actually called me one day in my hotel. I was in a hotel room in Hollywood, and we were on Star Search. And Clive Davis called because we were winning Star Search. We'd been out there about 8 or 10 weeks, and everybody in their house cat called me. Everybody. Eddie Van Halen. We were playing a bar in Oklahoma City, and because we would record Star Search on Monday, and if you won, you would stay over till Tuesday and record, and then you go back and we play. So we're on national TV, winning Star Search. Here we are on TV, and I'm playing some rat hole on Friday and Saturday, some beer joint, and we were playing in Oklahoma City. I'll tell you the name of that place in a minute. Can't think of it. Anyway, this the barmaid, bartender, whoever, in the afternoon said, "Hey, is there Bobby Randall in the band?" I said, "Yeah, it's me." He said, "Eddie Van Halen's on the phone for you." I said, "Yeah, right." And it was. So everybody in their house cat was hitting on us for being a manager. But and Clive Davis was also the manager of the Eagles and a bunch of other bands as well too. But I saw that he passed away yesterday or something like that. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Glenda from Waterford, Michigan.
Glenda, what's up?
I just wanted to say I really like the video clip you guys, whoever set it up for your We're out of here on vacation with all your faces.
Oh, I think would that be Heather? Was that Heather that did that?
Yes.
Yeah, Heather, all the AI stuff, all the. Yeah,
That is so
coach-
awesome. I've never,
Yeah.
I'm like, how did she get all your
A lot
faces?
of work.
It had to have been.
Yeah, a lot of work.
I can't stop watching it.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is I'm not sure if she was taking a shot at me or not, because I saw my picture with me sitting, and you could see my face, but I was riding a horse, and the horse's ass was bigger than my face. So I'm not sure what she was doing there. When I looked at that, I thought, I wonder if this is some kind of subtle joke along the side, because
You mean this picture?
where is it? Can you pull it up? There it is. Look at that. So I don't know. It's like there's me, and that's awesome. Yeah, she must have spent some time doing that. That stuff's not easy to do. She does a great job. I thought it was as well as you. I thought it was extremely entertaining. She thought. I guess that's her whole thing. She did that, so it was awesome.
I think you're going to show that during the break too. I think.
We sit backstage all night and watch that and go, oh, yeah. So that some of those people look like real people, like that's really them. She's got some of those people just right down pat. All right, anything else going on, or I'm going to be moving along?
Album here for Eddie.
I talked to Eddie back there. Are you awake, Eddie? What do you got going on back there?
Doug Stone, he's coming. He's going to do an acoustic show. He's been here many times, and Doug Stone's one of my favorite country artists. When we did sing karaoke, I used to sing a lot of Doug Stone stuff. But his Christmas CD is one of the things that are in there that is amazing, that probably most people don't know about. But yeah, Doug Stone's a really super nice guy, and he's going to do a little acoustic show September 5th here.
Yep.
So really nice guy.
I think he'd be better off in a pine box. That was his first big record. Yep, Dougie's great. And you got your picture with him there? Sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, Elena from Vermont.
Hi, Vermont.
Mostly Ocklawaha. Did you ever get your horse's head out of that bar?
I don't know why the horse wants to do that. I have no idea. I've had issues with that gate where she's now a big horse. She was a little horse when we got her, and she's pretty good size now and stout. So she likes to push up against that gate, and somehow, but she can get her head out. But she has to figure it out herself. Somehow she sticks her head through there and then pushes on the gate. Yes, but we did get it out.
Uh-oh. Other side, Bobby.
Ah, well, geez, my nights, get your butt up here. You're a little late. What happened? They said, can you come hang out with Bobby? I've had to answer all kinds of questions for you.
Kids.
Put this on and say hello. Doug Stock, everybody. All right. Turn that on and pull that up there close so you can get right up on it. Yeah, not that far. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How
Yeah,
are you?
you got to
today?
get right on
Oh,
that
you
thing.
got to be right on it.
Yep,
huh?
I'm awesome. We're just kicking around.
Well, you look awesome.
Yeah, I bet. I crawl out of bed, and you want to know what I look like when I get out of bed? This. I did take a shower before I came. Well, anyway, so now Dougie's here. If you have questions for Dougie, I think your golfing buddy's got a question for you.
Dougie, you read my mind. I was just going to ask Bobby a question before you showed up. I was going to tell Bobby, please take it easy on Dougie Friday night because he's got a tournament Saturday morning.
Oh, you got a tournament Saturday morning?
Yeah, boy, you got it. Yeah. You should not make me do anything.
No, Friday night you're going to be really busy. So
Thanks, Rich. Now he's going to have me every instrument out there playing,
Oh, yeah.
changing on every song.
Oh, I did that to myself. I don't think about that. I guess that's probably the last thing we think about when we're thinking about putting a set list together. But then after it's all done, Dougie and I, and Dave too, look at the set list, and all we think about is how many guitars we have to bring out, or in Dougie's case, multiple instruments, banjo, mandolin, fiddle, cowbell. I'll have them all Friday night. You'll look like a damn music store over there. Yes, ma'am, good morning.
Hi, Lorinda from Minnesota.
Hi.
And every show we come to at the Opry is always really good. But there's been a couple that
Really
have-
sucked?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when that happens, do you tell the performers
They suck?
that they sucked and they're not going to be invited back, or do you just say bye-bye and you just never contact them?
Well, So let's say this. I would say 98 to 99% of the shows that come here are awesome. But sometimes people come here that we don't know. A lot of times, there's new acts, people that we don't know. And sometimes maybe the people are not aware of the level that you people are used to here. Because most of the acts, like I said, we bring in here are, we were just talking about Carole King, man, there ain't nobody any better. That was awesome. So some of those people come in, and I don't know if they maybe get intimidated or if they do that, but I don't generally say anything to them. We're nice to everybody, and we just, the management really makes that decision. I don't. Sometimes the crowd will make that decision if they get up and leave during the show. But I think we know, and when something like that happens, and generally you'll see the Opry or the upper management make that decision. But no, I don't go up and say anything to them.
No, we would never. First, we
We say it to each other, though.
We wouldn't even book anybody that wasn't. Everybody that comes is capable of playing here in Central Florida, all over the place. Our level expectations are so high that sometimes they'll fall a little short of that, but they're still all professionals.
I don't think there's been anybody here that's been awful. I can think of the worst show. I don't want to say who it is, but I can remember the worst show and go, "You are the worst show that's ever been here," and they were not back. But let's do the Facebook question. It said, Elaine on Facebook has happened. What?
What happened to the?
Boy, we need to get somebody that's gone to school to do this. Was that what happened to the guitar Bobby used when the band first played Hillbilly Shoes? The guitar being played now changes the sound of the song. Wow.
Wow.
How about that? Well, for a long time, I played my dad's guitar, an acoustic guitar, and she didn't say whether it changes it for the good or the bad. But I bought a new guitar, and I've kind of been using it a lot. I switch up a little bit, but I've been playing this new guitar for quite a while. It amazingly stays in tune a lot. It's got a little bit bigger sound than my dad's old guitar. My dad's guitar was a little smaller box guitar, so it didn't have quite the big fat sound of that. But I don't know if it's bad or good, Elaine, but that's the answer to the question. Let's take her back there, and then we'll go back to Facebook.
Glenda again from Waterford, Michigan. Dougie?
Yes.
I'm just so excited that you got to play for a president, and I was curious how you got invited to play for President Bush.
Well, it depends on which time, but once he was doing a campaign trail, and he came to Church Street, and Church Street was a big deal, and the Cheyenne Saloon, and so he was going to give a speech and a fundraiser and a rally.
Bush 1 or 2, Dougie?
Number 2.
Oh,
this one.
awesome.
No, this was number 1.
Oh, awesome.
And he was a huge country fan, and a taller man than I thought.
Yeah, George.
He stood well over me. And we got up there, and we played our opening thing, and security was tight, and they searched all of our equipment and everything. And when we got done, we all started leaving the stage because we assumed that they would want, for security reasons, if nothing else, they'd just want us to leave. And he came up there and he said, "You guys are great." And I said, "Why don't you just stay up here with me, because I love this band." And so we did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, that was that Bush or was that Lincoln?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
you know what? I've never met a president. Of all the deadgum things and stuff I've done, I've always wanted to meet a president, and I never have. So maybe Trump will come and see us.
Well, I'm the president of your fan club.
Yeah,
Does that count?
yeah. Oh, boy. Butch wants to know on Facebook, you guys are great, but how about some old stuff once in a while? Butch, where do you I don't know who Butch is. Were you under a rock? That's all we play is old stuff. We don't play any new stuff. Every song we play a lot of 90s country, and it's 2026. So most of the stuff we play is at least 20 years old, if not 10. 10 for sure, because we don't play any new stuff, anything at all. And then our classic country show, we play songs from the 40s. So we play, but I had somebody else say that one time because we were working up a couple newer songs, still 1990s, and they said, we really like that, but what about the old stuff? Yeah.
Well, maybe if we get any older, it's going to be Gregorian chants.
Yeah, we'll be playing stuff.
I got to play for Tom Ridge. I did his private birthday party in Pennsylvania. That was kind of cool. Nice guy.
I played for some of those campaign guys. I can't remember, but I always wanted to meet a president. Somebody on Facebook wants to know, would you consider inviting Winona to the OBO? Of course we would. Come on, Winona. I know her husband really well, Cactus, but they're going to want too much money. So here's something to take for you guys to think about. The Orange Blossom Opry only has so many seats, X amount of seats. And let's just say that I'm just guessing, but I would bet Winona Judd would be at least $50,000, at least that, if not more. But even on that, so you realize there's only 550 seats in here. So if we had Winona Judd, we'd have to charge over $100 a ticket. So one thing that Roger and Heather and all of us do is try to be aware of who we bring here, who we can afford, so you people don't have to pay big money. That's why we have two shows sometimes, is because the act costs so much money that we got to, he's got to pay the band on lights and sound, and of course Eddie's salary alone, is
it's going to go up after the break.
So it is. All right, Dougie, here's a question for Dougie, and keep your questions going out there, you guys. But Nancy on Facebook, how long did Doug play at Church Street Station in Orlando, and did he play with T.G. Shepherd?
Well, 16 years at Church Street.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was there a long time.
Wow.
I was there during the taping that T.G. was there, but we were not the backup band. They used a group out of Nashville, and some has-been Buddy Emmons played steel guitar for that.
You have played with T.G. Shepherd here.
But I have played for T.G. Shepherd, yes, here.
Yeah, several times we have. As a matter of fact, T.G. Shepherd called me last year and said, hey, Bobby, are you still down there? I said, yes, sir, I am. He said, you still have that same band? I said, yes, sir, we do. And he said, okay, because if you don't, I ain't coming. So we love T.G. Shepherd. He's an awesome guy. If he's watching or somebody's watching, call T.G. and tell him we love him. He's a good man. Another question in the front. Come on.
Still Jersey.
Hi, Jersey.
I had a comment and a question. Hillbilly Shoes has become one of my favorite songs here. It's great. But the other question that I had is, do you know if Edge Effect is coming back for the Christmas show?
Boy, I don't have, I try not to even say the word Christmas before July. The longer I work here, the more I try not to hate Christmas. That's laughing because Christmas is so much work for us in writing the shows. I don't know. I haven't really seen who's coming. I'm sure. I don't know. Captain Kirk can look that up for you to see if they're coming. Usually we have 3 or 4 acts that come in December.
The shows are posted up until November. After November, the Christmas shows and stuff like that have not been posted yet, so I don't even know.
All right, Christmas shows have not been posted yet, so we do not know if they're coming or not. They're always awesome if they do. What about this show, Dougie? I'm excited about when we come back because I love almost all of George Strait's music.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do Derek Spence. I've been watching him. I don't know him. We watch the videos and some of his stuff. He looks like he's very good. We know he'll have a good band.
Yes, he's going to have a great band.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that. If you're a George Strait fan, there's 2 shows that day when we come back. We're coming back. I wonder why we didn't come back on Thursday, but I'm glad we didn't. But our first show back will be a Friday Night Live. And so come to that show because we'll all be burnt out. Everybody thinks, boy, they're back from vacation. They're all fresh and they're all rested. That's not true. I come back from vacation. I'm exhausted.
We'll be starting at 7, and we'll get a call from Dustin. He'll be in Atlanta still.
Yeah, he won't be.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. I talked to Dustin this morning. So
how's he doing?
He's awesome. He's on his way back. So did you see some of the pictures he posted of him playing steel?
I didn't. I watched it through, and I never got to hear the steel or didn't hear it well enough. I heard the harmonica a lot.
Oh, he played the harmonica. Maybe they had him off. That's what they do when I play steel. They just shut my ass off. But yeah, but he went out. He did. He looked good. Looked like he was. I mean, sitting behind it.
Right at home.
Yeah, it looked like he was. Right at home. All right. Any more questions we have? Otherwise, we got to keep banging along. Question back there. I got Mike running this morning. Yep. All right. Good morning.
Hi, Kathy Winter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is a question for Eddie.
All right, Eddie. Wake up.
He does such a great job all the time with the lights, and I wondered what kind of preparation goes into that, and does he talk with any of the artists before the show about the lighting?
A lot of gummies.
Suzanne, it was funny with
a lot of preparation. H goes into it.
Yeah.
Go, Eddie.
Yeah, with Suzanne, it was funny when she was here last year, and I can't remember some of these people who have the flames and the first thing I said to her, I said, did I do the? Oh yeah, you got to do the flames, and it was like but a lot of it's coming into my break is going to be along with a bunch of people here of ripping all these lights down, and we've got a bunch of new ones that are going to go up. And then when I do, and then I'm going to drive back to Erie for a week for my family reunion, the second to last week of July. And then when I get back here, it'll be 3 days of 12, 15-hour days programming all that new stuff to work. So it should be a whole new look to the stage, I hope.
Wow.
Some stuff's going to be similar. The trussing in the back, we're not going to do a whole bunch with, but yeah, there's a lot of work going to happen here between those 4 weeks.
Oh gosh, I do some teaching here, and sometimes I'm here at
there'll be a lot of banging and clanging, some rush playing.
Never do I get here that he's not here working on this stuff.
Yeah, Eddie's always the guy that's always here. As a matter of fact, when I first started here, I thought, does that guy sleep here? He's never.
Sometimes I might that last week. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun to recreate and put a whole new. That Friday Night Live, if it's not sold out, you need to be here because there's going to be a lot of going on here. Yeah. With me.
Boy.
Yeah. We're going to have Dougie raising up and flipping over and stuff.
Coming in on a wire.
Flying across the.
Yeah, we're going to hang.
He was just barely able to handle being pushed across the stage earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
I will say this, though. From I guess I've been here 6 years. From the time I came here to now, this place is a different place. It's nothing like when I first started here. And a lot of that, of the show. I mean, the show is all about the music and everything, but the lights have been amazing. Eddie does an amazing job and have gone from hardly nothing when I came here to this place looks like a damn rock show in here most of the time. It's awesome. Yes, ma'am.
I have questions for once.
Come on.
Glenda from Waterford, Michigan. First of all, your flames, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, when Eddie first torched those, I think the boss had a heart attack.
He lost his mind. Yeah, he lost his mind. I didn't tell him. I just surprised him. He thought I was burning the place down. Yeah, I tell that story a lot to the artists. I said, yeah, when I fired him
going,
up. Yeah, now I have to go through double super security every time I put something new in here for the Roger. I like surprising Roger. It's I think I probably put his blood pressure up more than he likes. I went to high school, a place called Waterford, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so there's a little town where my high school was in Waterford.
And, Dougie, you cracked me up Friday night's show when you put your hand through the flame.
Yeah. I like it when he does the ZZ Top stuff and he gets a pose beside it. That's cool.
Yeah, we haven't done ZZ Top in a while. We may need to do that.
When we got here today, I looked at Stephen and I said, honey, what are we going to do the month of July? We are going to be so bored. No podcasts and no shows.
Oh, no, they'll be broadcasting stuff.
But we won't be here in the audience.
Yeah,
I think a lot of those clips that you've seen that you really liked are going to be broadcast also. They'll show those
We'll
during
be
the break.
watching. Trust me, we'll be watching.
Hey, you know what? Just for you, if you come every day that we are closed and bring us lunch, we might let you.
We'll do a little song and dance for you.
Is anybody here today for the first time at the podcast? Anybody first time? All right. So you won't ask questions. I'm going to ask you questions. We'll get Mike over here so he could chat with y'all. We always like to talk to our first time folks that are here. Ma'am, are you guys together? She doesn't know. Right there. Are you with that guy next to you? You don't know.
I don't want to talk.
All right. So are you in the witness protection program?
Bobby.
Because if yeah, say hi, sir.
Hi, Bobby.
Good morning. And where are you all from?
Mike.
Oh, you are Mike. Good
Yeah.
Lord, I didn't even recognize you without your hat.
I knew you didn't.
No, I'm sitting there looking at you. Yeah,
How's
yeah.
that?
There you go. Now I know. It's Mike from Dirt Cheap, everybody. This guy delivers all my dirt. I went in there at Dirt Cheap, and they're a great place to get dirt from. Except imagine this, Dougie. I got in a fight with the guy that works in there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, it almost come to blows.
Yeah, I was ready to punch him in the face.
I get behind that truck all the time.
Well,
That one truck
well,
is like, that thing's from like the 50s, isn't
Mike
it?
came to my
That one-
rescue, though.
But it still rocks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it still runs.
Mike came to my rescue and said, listen, every time I come in there now, I have to ask for Mike. Because the main guy, is he the main guy?
No, he just works there.
Just works there, yeah.
You're right. He's an idiot.
He don't like long hair.
Well, I was going to show him something that he hadn't seen before, the inside of an ambulance. But Mike came to my rescue, so I didn't go to jail. Good to see you, sir. Glad you're feeling better there. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, Goody from New Jersey. I don't have a question. It's the first time I'm here. First time I ever came to the Opry was for the performance on Sunday afternoon. I wish
Oh, is it the first time you were ever here?
ever.
Yeah.
And I wish that you had a few more afternoons because I work both Friday and Saturday. Can't make any of the Friday or Saturday night performances.
Well, have you ever thought of just quitting your job?
I thought about it, but I need the money.
We talked about doing double shows on Friday at one time. I don't know whatever happened to it.
We may, in the busy season of next year, what happens is from January to the end of May, we've talked about doubling up our Friday Night Lives and having a Friday Night Live afternoon as well, doing 2 shows. But September, August, September, November of that, we will be having Sunday afternoon shows, but they will all be classic country shows.
I plan to.
If you like
see some
that
of
stuff, it's all real old.
The
classic.
Thursday night is something I'm interested in because I can do Thursdays. What is that? You have people who are not
Not drunk,
professionals?
mostly drunk. Yeah.
Is karaoke light?
No, we don't do karaoke. You know what karaoke means? Can we say that?
Yeah.
You ever? Because you know it's not an English word, right?
It's a Japanese word.
It's a
that
Japanese
says,
word. When
yeah,
you
something's
translate
gonna
that,
suck.
Yeah, that's right. It translates to "this is going to suck." Okay.
She was paying attention on Sunday.
Yeah, I guess you were. That was George's line. What was the question? Oh yeah. Well, we'll try to get to that. But Sunday afternoon shows will be all summer long.
The problem with having a Friday Night Live in the afternoon is that you got to try to get musicians out of bed in the afternoon, and it might not be live. It might be like sleepy.
I'm out of bed.
Plus, then it's not Friday Night Live; it's Friday Evening Live.
We've done Friday Night Lives on Tuesday before, so we've done that.
But people were very confused on the stage.
She was asking about Thursday, and that's what I came here early for, to kind of work on that. And we have 3 entertainers coming for this week, Chop and Gage and John Johnson, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're all great. They're all great. So we do the first half of the show, sort of like Friday Night Live. So the first half is just us, and then the second half, we get those guys up, and we back them up. So.
And we have, if you're here and you want to be part of the show, talk to somebody because, but what we really try to do is not bring karaoke singers. We really try to bring good people that sing and people that can really sing and make it, because you guys, I don't really know what you pay for a ticket, I don't pay attention, but whatever it is, I don't think you want to pay anything to come and see somebody that can't sing or somebody that's up here and doesn't know what they're doing and all that. This place is an entertainment place and a place of great music, and we try to keep that even with our local talent. And there's some great singers here, around here, some folks that are awesome. So that's what we try to bring to you on Thursday night.
And that's why Eddie does not sing on Thursday night.
That's correct. Yes, sir. Good morning. Afternoon.
Hi, Fred Lombardo from New Haven, Connecticut.
Lombardo. That's a. Who was that?
Guy Lombardo.
Oh yeah, Guy. Okay. Any relation to Guy?
No, I wish it was.
Yeah. All right.
My wife and I I retired in 2004. We moved here to the Villages, and we started immediately coming to the Opry back when Laurie Gill was a headliner.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of changes. And what I'm really amazed at is that you guys, of all you've played with in it, how did you end up in Wearsdale at the Opry?
We've been asking ourselves that.
Yeah, I wake up every morning and go, how the hell did I end up in Wearsdale? Well, Dougie, you go first because you were here before anybody. Dougie's been, with the configuration of this band, Dougie's been here the longest. You go first.
Well, it goes back to when I worked at Church Street. The guitar player there, Forrest Rogers, he was here with Laurie Gill. And somewhere along the line, the steel player got sick, and they called me down one winter to sub for him. And so I did that, and then he couldn't play anymore. So they offered the job. I couldn't do it right away, so I did a couple of winters here, and then Bobby subbed for me for the summer.
Which is how I got here.
And they said, if Bobby wants to play the steel here, and if you don't take this job permanently, then, you know, we're going to give it to him. So I said, well, we can't have that.
I've heard his playing, right?
Yeah, we kind of, so and from there, it just kind of domino. Dougie was
well,
here.
we said, I told him, there's no, you know, we need to keep Bobby here. So they added a piece. To keep him, they added the piece. And then from there, him and I wound up becoming the centerpieces, sort of, and then reformed the whole band with people that we knew.
Yeah. When I came here, I'd never heard of this place or anything. I lived in Nashville. So the drummer at the time called me, and Dougie was working, let me think if I got this right, Dougie. You were working somewhere in the summers, and he was going to come back in the winter. So originally I was just going to come here and sub from, I think I got here in August, and Dougie was going to come back on New Year's Eve. So I just subbed from there playing steel. And then when Dougie came back, and January is a terrible month to go back to Nashville. There's nothing going on. Nobody's touring, and so I don't know what happened, but somebody said, well, you just stay. And so I moved over. I think I played fiddle and guitar, maybe. I never told anybody this, but I hadn't played guitar in years. And somehow I ended up the guitar player. So all those songs that these guys know, I always pick on Chattahoochee and stuff like that. I've never played any of those songs. I've heard them all, but I had no reason. I've been playing in Confederate Railroad and playing steel for a long time. And so all of a sudden I'm the guitar player, and I go, man, I hope these guys don't find out I haven't played guitar in years. So then we hired a guitar player, and then we started picking through the band and making some changes. And, you know, Dougie's been here, like I said, longer than me. But as long as I've been here, this is by far the best configuration of the band we've ever had, ever. Not only musically and you know, just but camaraderie of the band. Everybody in this band are buddies. They all get along. We're all friends, pals. We yuck it up. It's fun, and that spills over out onto the stage. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Brad from Peoria, Illinois.
Hey there.
Just wanted just kudos. We've been coming. We used to drive from Jacksonville to come down here.
Wow.
We retired here in 2020, and you know, just my wife and I go out that back door.
Yeah.
And we look at each other and says, it just keeps getting better.
Well, thank you.
And there's another thing that we appreciate. Now, my wife has played all her life, and music's always been important to me. And we love the way Keith tells us who sang that song. Because sometimes we're looking at each other and we say, I can't come up with it. Then by the time you get to the car, you forget who it was to even look it up. But it just keeps getting better. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for the compliment. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes, you know, we do that, but then I don't want to stand up here and sound like, well, here's another song by so-and-so. But a lot of times, especially in the old country stuff, I try to do that. I'm probably going to pass on that question if you keep leaving it up there like that. But if you want to know, is Dougie ever going to do a Neil Diamond show? If that was the question, it's probably not. You know, Dougie sings Neil Diamond stuff, but he sings a couple other songs. But we have Neil Diamond people that come in here. Unless you feel the need to grow your sideburns out and dye your hair, I mean, you're welcome to. But Dougie sings Neil Diamond stuff really good. You want to do a Neil Diamond show, Dougie?
I'm up for anything, but now, as of right now, we're not planning on it.
Yeah.
You know,
By
I
the
was
way,
I was
in
going
Peoria,
through.
I used to play at a place called Paradise. Yeah. Is it a casino, right? Yeah.
I was going through. I checked my old.
Say what now? Oh, yeah.
The first time we saw Sawyer Brown, you were just like 2 or 3 weeks out of winning Star Search.
Star Search, yeah. Played Peoria,
Yes,
Illinois.
it was amazing. Yep, it was very good.
Yeah, we went from playing these beer joints, and then all of a sudden, well, we go play fair. Was it a fair we played, or concert? I don't remember.
In the Peoria Civic Center Arena.
Oh yeah. So we play there by ourselves, and all these people show up, and we go, "Who are all these people here to see?"
It's funny because that summers that he was talking about that I couldn't quite come down yet, and he hadn't started here yet. We were at the same job in Iowa at a big county fair there. He was with
State Fair, isn't it?
Yeah, with Confederate Railroad, and I was with another group, and you were on the bigger stage.
Ah.
We were in the back of a horse trailer, I think.
Yeah. I remember that show in Iowa because my mama and my sister both came to that show with the Iowa State Fair.
You didn't even say hi.
And if I think it was the Iowa State Fair, one of those, we almost didn't get to play because it was a really bad storm. Was that the Iowa Fair? It might have been. Sometimes, those fairs.
That's a great fair.
Oh, it's awesome fair. It's huge. It was big time.
Doug,
Come on,
I was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead, Eddie.
I was going through a bunch of tickets because obviously I've got thousands of tickets from here, and I found Doug Stock steel show. I don't remember, Dougie. I don't remember. You obviously did a show with just steel guitars.
It was very memorable.
Yeah,
I remember it well. It was awesome. He did a great job.
No,
it
when was
wasn't.
that? When I should have looked at the date on the tickets.
It was called Dougie Steals the Show. and
Yeah.
but it wasn't all steel guitar. I think he did a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, but most of it, I was either singing or playing, and I played a lap steel and a triple neck and a bunch of the history.
He was right up center front doing all the lead stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was 23.
I'll have to look at the date on the
There
ticket.
you go. Look at these people, Dougie.
Wow.
I'm going to get you to sign it, Dougie.
Okay.
We talked about doing an all-steel show, putting steel guitars across the front, 4 of us, and play all 4 steel. But Dougie's so much better than all of us that we thought, no, that's all we're going to do is get up here and we'll all look like fools.
I'll play guitar.
Yeah, Dougie will play. Hey, speaking of that.
Drums.
Speaking of that, I got to put a plug in. This guy's going to kill me because I can't remember his name. But this guy that built these cigar box guitars for Dangerous came by here, was it Thursday?
Yeah.
Monday? I don't remember. One day here. Anyway, he's built us all guitars, including you.
Yes,
you got one too.
I have his card back there.
Yeah, so we're gonna. I think on Friday we're gonna play one song where all of us play on Friday Night Live the cigar box guitars. So that'll be either awesome or it'll be something you'll never forget. Not sure how that's gonna go, but we plan to do that on this Friday.
Eric Larson.
Eric Larson, that's his name.
That's it.
Yep, and build us all these cool guitars. However, he built a guitar for the Boss that, Boss isn't here, he's probably not listening. I may steal that from him. He won't know it's me, but he built him the coolest guitar box out of a shotgun shell case with shotgun shells and everything. Roger goes pheasant hunting every year out in South Dakota. He doesn't go with the president, or it wasn't the president. Who was it? Cheney? He doesn't go with Cheney. Who shot the guy? Wasn't it Dick Cheney? Was it Dick Cheney? Listen, one time, my dad hated Dick Cheney. My dad was a devout Democrat, which doesn't matter, not to get into politics, but I was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Dick Cheney lived there. So I was out there for the 4th of July, and there's Dick Cheney, so I run over and snap a great picture of him. I mean, it's an awesome picture of him. And I blew it up. This is back before all this stuff was going on. I blew it up to 8x10, and I signed it to my dad. Dear Bob, thanks for your support. Love, Dick Cheney. And I mailed it to my dad. He was so pissed off he wouldn't talk to me for days. He hated it. I think he threw it. He may have sent it to somebody else, but anyway. I have a picture of all the guitars. If you want to throw it up there quick, Kurt, that'd be great. You can see all the guitars. Captain Chef Chris we're talking about some of the people that come here. He said, we have a few that come pretentious, but they come back humble. We were talking about all the people that are coming here. Yeah, there's all the guitars that guy built, plus a few more we have. So they're all going to look like that. We'll play his guitar collection on Friday night, at least one song. Hey, Eddie, you're gonna. You might want to get ready for this because we're playing Jeff Beck Going Down on Friday night. So we're gonna do. I'm trying to show. I was talking about this before you got here. I want to try to show the. I don't know what the versatility, if you will, of the band. So we're gonna play like a real country song, like "Heartaches" by The Number, and then we're gonna play a song by Jeff Beck. So we're going to just try to really throw you all some curveballs and have some fun this Friday night, as it will be our last Friday night. Anything else going? Because we got to roll out of here pretty soon. A lot of things going on at the Orange Blossom Opry here. Of course, we'll be closed, as Eddie and the boys said. They'll be running stuff online, so be watching. They'll have shows on Thursday and Friday night. I don't know if they're going to rerun some of our podcasts. Do you know about that, Captain Kurt? They are or they're not? They're not going to? We don't know.
I thought I saw that there was going to be a best of that, too.
Yeah, they'll have some. So I wonder who's going to pick the best of. We don't. Who's going to do that? What? That was horrible.
Just find one that you're sober.
Yeah, just find one where we make some sense. Anyway, that'll be going on. So we'll still be alive out there online, everybody. And so I would also suggest get your tickets for the shows. When we open back up, it's going to be great. Glenn Campbell, tribute show. The Jersey Tenors will be here. Oh, Elvis will be back. Cody, he'll be here. John Barry, Doug Stone, my buddy, Terry McBride. Lots of things going on at the Opry. So we're going to take a little pause. We'll have some fun. I think, are you going to, I think we've asked all the guys in the band to send in little clips, video clips, while they're on their vacation.
Oh, yeah.
And so the guys in the band will all be sending things in to keep you updated as to what they're doing. Where you're going all over the place?
I'll start in Nashville, then we're going to go up to Iowa. I think we're planning on stopping in Hannibal and painting Tom Sawyer's fence for a while.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get a video of that.
Hannibal is Hannibal in
Missouri?
Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that where Helen Cornelius was from Hannibal?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so. It's right over. It's right over the bridge from Quincy.
I sang with her once.
Yeah.
I think we went through Hannibal last year trying to get around some of the major cities.
Yeah, we did.
Of course, that's Mark Twain or Samuel Clemens' birthplace, and that's all the Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer stuff.
Did you sing "I Don't Want Him to Have to Marry You"?
Yes.
That's what was her big song. All right. No more questions. No more nothing. All right. This is our last podcast for a while. We'll see you all back in August. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting live music. Thank you for supporting the Orange Blossom Opry. Come and see us at the Orange Blossom Opry. You'll be glad you did. God bless you. See you, everybody.